Oh, look, it's gonna be hot again.
Yeah, shock, huh? You guys got crazy humidity down here, though.
You're right now.
Whoa, man.
When I was a kid, there wasn't any humidity here. But
Yeah.
every yard would have a pool, and there was 10,000 golf courses.
Just like
We had
Vegas,
humidity
man.
and mosquitoes.
We live in a desert. You guys realize this, right? This
And we
water is
build,
not natural
yeah,
here.
and we build like
And
we live
you
in
waste it.
Kansas City instead of the desert. Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, watch out for snakes and cold toys.
Oh gosh, there's one.
There's a surprise.
Oh,
for you.
wow. I would never have thought of that. You see that little kid go up that child-proof ladder the other day on the news? They showed one of these new ones that turns into slots or something. Kid shimmied right up and into the pool.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, next to the room, you can have him, bipolar, Myers, and phone. That's not much up here.
Any trust?
Oh. That's it, right there. That's it.
Watch out for angries.
Do you have our version of Walk?
Oh,
yeah. Do you have our version of Walk? It's on the Vampires in the Church record.
Yeah.
Yes. Cool.
Pretty good.
Yes, I do.
I met Rita 5 months after Dimebag passed away, and got a BLS shot.
All right, okay, guys, we are back, and that was Say Man, this AZ woman, and sorry about that earlier. When I lost, I don't know what happened, but it kind of did something.
Equal the cave, man.
No, I don't know if I pulled the came there or not. It was something to do with this internet. So it's kind of just it's here and it's not here, and so I'm like, okay, wait a minute, why am I not encoding? Just like it did to me just now. All right, okay, we're back now.
For real, he was just
For real.
messing with you last time.
Oh yeah, no, it's just all, I don't know, this internet's kind of weird. So, okay.
Say Man is here.
Yeah, Say Madness is here. Like I said before, that was AZ Woman, and I guess sometimes if it gets too quiet, it'll just kick me off.
Oh, wow.
It's real weird. Just started doing this just a little bit ago. So evil. Dude, the guy, the visual timekeeper. What made you join St. Madness?
Well, I'd known all about them since about 1996 when I moved here the first time. They were one of the first bands I saw when I came out here from Massachusetts.
Oh, wow.
And I just bought their albums, saw them at shows over the years, and I was looking on Facebook one day and they were looking for a drummer. And I said, try it out, let's go. I was ready to do something new. Got a hold of this guy here, Prophet. He answered me. So come down and the rest is history. I was in.
So what'd you come up with the name Evil?
Evil T.
Evil T.
So we call him E.T.
E.T.
Yeah, it doesn't get old at all.
How many times you gotta hear?
I've heard a few times. Phone home, of course.
Oh, yeah.
We told him he's got to tattoo his finger red right here.
So I'm just gonna embrace that from now on, and then they'll just get bored of me not getting offended by it. And then they'll just drop it.
No, they won't. Not for 4 years.
Probably not.
Probably won't ever get old.
And we have a ritual in the band. Whenever we take a new person in the band, we have what's called chicken night. And the new member has to buy Kentucky Fried Chicken with side dishes for the whole band. And then we all sit down together, we eat it, and we take pictures of it. And it's been in the band probably since 2004.
Oh, wow.
So anybody who's coming new, I mean, look, we're starving ours. We gotta eat some way.
So it went
Get the new members to buy it.
It went from 20
Best
bucks a
meal we
meal.
had that month.
It was 20 bucks a meal back then to
Yeah.
about $180 now, right?
Right. But
Breakfast this
you
morning
know,
was $100.
it's just a really
Maybe
nice
we had
thing.
like, what, 6 more mimosas?
It's a nice thing for everybody to sit down and eat together.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
we just have a night special for that, you know, where we hang out. Especially when you have a new person and stuff. I'm really glad that we do it, you know.
Are you guys are all into horror movies, man. Just with the artwork, I just got to meet you for the first time. I mean, I've played your music on my show quite a bit. But after meeting you the other night, you brought us a couple posters and the CD.
Those are sick posters, man. Those
Yes,
are like
some of
really
the coolest I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Definitely. But you guys all horror movie fans? Or
Yes,
gotta be.
absolutely.
I like his Evil Dead. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's my dude. Ash is a real hero, man. Can't trust him. I'm down with that.
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna play their version of Walk Here shortly too.
Yeah, they got a
Tribute to Benny Paul, huh?
Yeah.
Mini
Oh,
Paul.
his-
I actually gave a copy of Vampires in Church to Rita Haney, who was Dimebag's old lady. I met her in March of '05, so it was only a few months after Dimebag was murdered.
Wow.
And she was traveling with Zach Wilde and BLS, and so they came here in concert, and we had backstage and all that, so we got to meet her. But what was really surreal was she took a few moments out to talk to me and my son, and she went through the whole night Dime died, how she was at home, and Vinny called her and said, Rita, I don't know, I just saw somebody shoot Dime and I think he's dead.
Oh.
And she said, you know, Vinny, don't fuck with me like that. And he said, I'm not fucking with you, Rita. And she said then she could hear other gunshots in the background. Then what happened, what she said happened was the crew guys grabbed Vinny off the drum riser, and behind the drum riser there was like a kitchen area somewhere, and they pulled him in there, and he was hiding under a table when he called her.
Wow.
And at the time, she said, and understand that it was still very fresh for her, but she told us that at that time she blamed Phil, and that she did not want to talk to him at all. And she said that the day of the funeral, whenever Phil called her and said, Rita, you still love me? And she said, no, I don't love you. I'm going to be alone for the rest of my life because of you. And she said that he said, right things happen to right people. And she started screaming at him, and she said then Zach, who was standing close by, heard her, took the phone and got on the phone and said, you know, basically if you ever talk to her like that again, you're going to be sorry. And she said, Phil said, oh yeah, well, you don't know who you're talking to. And Zach goes, I know who I'm talking to, Phil. You know. So I've read since.
Him and Vinny never worked together after all
No,
that. did
Vinny
they?
wanted no part of even
Which
talking
would
to
lead
Phil.
more credence
And
to
I
what
just
she
saw an
said.
interview with him not that long ago where the guy asked him, you know, we've heard that you don't want to talk to Phil at all. He said, no, I do not, and that's the end of what we're going to say about it. So he never got over that, you know. And
That's
as a Pantera fan, I saw him at least 10 times in concert, and you know, here's what I try to say. Look, you know, when you have a bad band breakup, don't go public with that shit.
right.
Okay? When you have a divorce, don't go public with that shit. Keep it between you and your band, because there's too many crazy people out there now that might act on the things that you say.
You broke up my favorite
Well,
band.
before Don was murdered, Phil did some interviews saying some pretty horrible stuff about that guy. And all I'm saying is, as a fan of a band, I don't want to know you're behind the scenes fighting. I don't buy your records for that.
Right.
Have class.
Right.
Keep that shit
It's
private.
like having somebody you've listened to your whole life, like one of your favorite all-time bands, and finally meeting them, and they're suck-ass people. It's just
Yeah.
like, damn. I wish I would have never met you and just
You
kept
know,
listening
when
to
that
you.
happens, I understand that people are human, and maybe that day they have a
Was a
fight with
bad
their old
day.
lady, or they're sick, or whatever. I can accept that. But when you've been in a successful band like Pantera, platinum albums, you work so hard all those years, you tour the world, you're doing great. Now, if you break up, don't ruin your legacy by talking all kinds of trash about each other. Let the fans have what they paid money for, which is the memories and the music and it's just my opinion, but my opinion is if you keep that stuff private, people won't be as quick to act on it too, because you might have some Phil fans and you might have some Dimebag fans and they start hating each other when
you're
they used
losing
to all love the
portion of
band
your
together.
fans.
Right.
What's the point of that? So over the years, whenever we've had problems with a former member or whatever, I've never talked about that shit. When Marge and I have arguments, we don't run to Facebook with that shit.
Oh yeah.
What is wrong with people?
There's no point. I mean, I've had, well, actually, a prime example. Not throwing you under the bus. Not throwing you
I
under the
just
bus.
was gonna say, man, come on,
A
bring
couple
it.
months ago, well, a month and a half ago, I think it was, he was going through a really
I had a
bad
little
thing.
bit.
Found one of his friends dead, and he was having a bad day, but he had gone off really badly the night before. And, you know, I have, you know, an LLC to take care of, and trying to get things done right. And I had to kind of pull him off the edge. I said, look, you need to take a break. And he was in a bad spot. It was a bad time.
It was my 5th show I'd done that week. I'd just done
And it
my
was-
first time show that Thursday. Everything was going great, and then everything just.
Yeah, and everything just kind of just imploded on him. And so we talked. I spent some time with him. He was.
I was
never
already
seen him
buzzed. Once you
that
said that, I grabbed a 3/4 bottle of just don't do it, people. I remember drinking it, going, you shouldn't be drinking this, you don't need it, because I'm seeing the bottom of the bottle, I'm thinking, dude, you're gonna yak like a son of a bitch, or you're not gonna remember nothing. I didn't yak anyway.
Yeah, he didn't. Yeah, but he was kind of throwing things. I was like, I gotta be over. So I grabbed the computer, you know, some other stuff. I left. He was like, okay, yeah, things in between you and me, they're okay, I understand.
Oh, you wanted it in a box?
The next morning, he did a
4 hours later, I was still drunk.
32-minute rant on Facebook.
I thought it was about 2.5
Me and
minutes.
you asshole. And just blew me up. People were jumping on his bag like, I'm the biggest asshole in the world. You know, fuck revolution, on and on and on. I'm just like, what do I say? I mean, I don't.
Because I'm the guy that puts out everything out there, he does it.
Everything, I mean, I'm probably ever on Facebook.
But normally not that. That was a different.
Yeah, it was, there was a lot of things going on, and I understood. And I'm always there for this guy. This guy's my best friend. And we've only really been friends for about a year and a half.
Yeah.
And he's actually my best friend. It's not often you don't see us together. So,
Working, real
whether
work
it's
all
working,
day,
you know,
shows.
physically working, or you know, doing shit like this, or going on
Going to
vacation.
shows.
We went to NAM together, and it was just it was great. But you know, I had to put. I feel talking to a couple of people, and they're just like, "What's going on with you guys?" I'm like, "I fucking knew." But,
I didn't know, so nobody else was.
yeah, so I said, all right, so I'm gonna put it out. So I'll put my side out. This is why it's happening.
Yeah.
And so I put my side. He saw it. And,
Once I woke up
you know, once he
again
woke
after
up,
that,
he looked at it.
I looked at the video and I said, 30 minutes
Holy
on this.
shit.
I gotta be good. I knew
And he
it
was
was
like, oh my god. And I was just like, and,
I deleted did my public apology, I have no problem.
but you know, I didn't hound him. I left him alone. I didn't blast him on Facebook. I said, look, this is what happened. This is my side of it, and that's it.
Yeah.
I'm done with it. You know, I'm not going to talk about it anymore. I'm not going to do anything like that. When he's ready to talk to me, he'll talk to me. I'm not going to go pressure him because I'm not going to make a bad situation worse.
Right.
And so he texts me, he goes, are you home? And I'm like, yeah. He goes, can we talk? And I'm like, by all means. And so I hit send, and he calls me up, and he goes, dude, I went, what did it say? It's cool. We're good. Are you okay? He goes, I didn't even know. I'm like, I get it. That wasn't you. I mean, I get it. We're good. And it was just, I think it's taken us a while to get, I don't think he's still all the way over it. I'm past it. It's all, you know, it's done. It's water under the bridge. It's, you know, we're still doing everything together and stuff. I wouldn't do my local uprising show. Wouldn't get the same way. I mean, I've done it for a long time by myself. When I started doing the remote shows, you know, I wanted to bring somebody else in so that way I didn't.
Some crazy bastard that was gonna go off the rails,
You know,
basically.
if I didn't, you know, like there's sometimes that we're talking, we can have a good conversation and there's this awkward silence.
Right.
I want, he feels that.
That doesn't
Right.
happen when I'm
As
around.
soon as I start, I can end the question and everything's going, okay, and then he just, boom, he's in there.
And it's
Which
not
is
always
good.
something stupid either.
Well,
People
no,
all know, like,
no.
what did you just say for the last 10? And then I'll come up with something that they're like, well, he is actually trying to ask us a question.
Well, he does, and he does a good job. I mean, we have a good chemistry between us. And
You're
it's,
the normal one, and I'm trying to nut.
pretty much. Anyways, but we work well together and stuff. I mean, we don't really put all our personal stuff out. Right? That was probably about the first, as personal as it's ever gotten with me on Facebook. But he's always
Not
put
for me.
everything. He's
I
always
put everything on there.
You're a fucking idiot. And normally I told him, I said, dude, say what you want, just don't name names.
Hey, I don't put a name on it unless you put my name on it. Do it, man.
Well,
Watch
see,
it happen.
I do something similar because I'm a lyricist. I'll write songs about people without naming them.
But they know it.
They know it.
They know what it
But
is.
I don't
That's the
call
thing.
anybody out publicly by their name.
Right.
But there's a few songs that we have over the years that I wrote about certain people. And they, you know, at the end of the day, one of the guys that wrote a song about it, he actually loves the song and he likes the fact that it inspired a great song. And it's you know, you kind of sound like I'm done with you.
Right.
But he heard it, he thought it was great.
Well, see,
I had
the
a song
saving
for my
grace for me.
ex-wife, right? My ex-wife, and when I got divorced, and it's on the first album, it's even the title of the album, Loneliness is Black. And I said, that's how I felt when I was married to you. And she loved that song. I thought she'd get all mad at me, she didn't. She loved it. She, oh wow, what a great song, you know.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, I'm telling you how miserable I was when I was married. You love it. This is why we're divorced.
So what was your saving
I
grace?
was gonna say, but my saving grace is because I'm an FU guy and caveman. What did you think was gonna happen?
You're the train wreck waiting to happen.
Hey, I'm gonna do a lot more leeway than anybody else does, brother.
Yeah, you do.
I'll get more than Roseanne did.
That's true. So Sid, why did you join St. Mary's?
I joined St. Magnus because it was about almost 6 years ago now. The band had just put out a CD. It was the Canonizing Carnage CD, and I was not in any bands or anything at that time. I wasn't playing music, and I wanted to look up Prophet because I'd known him for years. And I looked up MySpace back then,
Yeah.
and then it kind of directed me to him, and I saw, oh, they had a CD release, so I just was going to talk to him and see how things were going, and I saw that the band had split up like right after that, and so I was like, hey, you know, if you want, I'd love to come down and audition for the band. And he said, yeah, come on down. So that's what I did. Because we played music together, you know, in the scene back in the early 90s.
Yeah, his band did shows with my band.
Right, yeah, quite often. I was playing a band called Psychic Warfare back then, but we would play all the time, but I knew him, and he met my wife, was working at a Denny's. She would work third shift, and they'd come in for meetings and that, and she introduced them, so that's how I got to introduce them. And
Yeah, I met his wife first. Yeah.
Right.
I would go to AA meetings. I've been sober from alcohol since 1990, so I
Hey,
go to this
congratulations, good
late
eye
at
on
night
for you, brother.
meeting, and afterwards we'd all go to Denny's across the street.
Right.
So one night I was talking to her, and she's like, "Hey, my husband plays, you know, metal and whatever." And I'm like, "Oh, well, I'd like to meet him." And anyway, we ended up meeting and hooking up. And his band, Psychic Warfare, did shows with my band, which was called Blitzen at the time. And then in 1992, he approached me. He had a 3-song demo with no vocals or lyrics, but all the music was done. And he said, "Hey, you know, I don't have a vocalist for this. Would you be interested? You can write lyrics about whatever you want, It's already paid for. All you gotta do is just come in and record your voice. And as soon as I heard it, 'cause I used to watch his band, and he was always the guy that I focused in on because I loved his guitar playing. And so it was kind of cool that later he approached me to be on something that he recorded, and it was a very good recording. And so as soon as I heard the songs, I knew exactly what I was going to write about. And to this day now, when we did Blood Excavated, the album, he would write the riffs and whatever, and as soon as I would hear the lyrics, I would know exactly what I was going to write about. So we have like a connection there as far as the songwriting. But what's interesting is our bass player now, and Sid,
I'm listening to
our bass player now and Sid, we were all in that recording 3 years ago, or in 1992, all those years ago. The three of us are now together in St. Madness, which is really cool because over all those years, the three of us were in all different bands and doing whatever we were doing, and then all of a sudden out here we are in St. Madness together. So we have a long history, is what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah. Well, you guys have been together for quite a while. You guys were something else for a little bit and then changed.
No, originally the band was called Crown of Thorns.
Right.
From 1993 to 1997, and in 97 we found there was a Christian band in New Jersey that had actually trademarked the name Crown of Thorns in 1991, which was 2 years before we ever used it. And we had 2 albums out at the time, and I don't know how many t-shirts. And
How forgiving were they?
no, it wasn't that. It was that we had to change our name, and then we had to redo all our merch.
Oh,
You know what I mean? Which is very costly.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So the record we had out when we found this out was called The Spiritual Visions of Saint Madness by Crown of Thorns. So we got an attorney and we did a world search to see if anybody knew Saint Madness, and nobody did.
Right.
So we immediately trademarked the name in 1997. And we've had it ever since. It was a hard lesson to learn, but it was a good lesson to learn because a lot of bands will come up with a name and they won't do a check to make sure that nobody already has it. And then you spend money to put all this product out, and then when they take you to court or whatever, you gotta change all your shit now.
Oh, yeah. That's actually why we're doing, we were 2.0 for a while. We kind of still are a little bit. But now.
No more zero.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, there's another radio station that does a lot of podcasts. So we're kind of in the same thing, but there's more differences.
Mm-hmm.
And I've talked to guys with that. So we had a really nice conversation.
You were hoping it wasn't going to end up with, I'm calling my lawyer.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
But it didn't.
Well, no, it didn't. He goes, you know what? I'm not real attached to 2.0, so if you want to go and take it. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do is we're just going to be revolutionradio2.com. And just, my LLC is 2.0 LLC. But that's not that. I mean, that's okay. He's not going to fight me on it. I'm not going to fight him on it. So it's all.
Until we start making $1 million, he's going to sue the hell out of us, bro.
Oh no, I don't think he's like that. He's actually pretty cool at it. So it's,
Everything changes.
Money
when
changes
becomes
everything,
like a
brother.
yeah, that's true. Everything changes when it does come into play. But yeah, I mean, it's been. We got a half hour left, so what do you guys want to talk about?
Let's throw up that,
Let's
throw that damn, let's throw that, walk. That terror cover.
Yeah, you guys want to do that? We can do that.
Sure, that would be awesome.
John Bag and Vinny are up there, seeing each other for the first time in a long time.
Yeah, they're all over. We've seen everybody, and they're smiling.
What a sad thing.
Oh yeah.
Oh my
Probably
God.
saying,
you know.
thank God we don't have to take any more pictures with anyone.
Yeah.
Me especially, bro.
Then he's probably going. That guy will stop asking me
Yeah.
after you pick.
I don't care, when he called me by my name the third time I met him at the Scars and Stripes Festival, I was standing outside the media room, he said, hey Chris, you're trying to make me take an FU pic? I turned around, I said, you know my freaking name, that is so cool. I'm just like, no way.
I mean, it's good to talk about people like that.
Yeah.
He was a supporter of music and the punk scene.
Listen, Pantera was a game changer. when
Yeah,
they came out.
especially at that
Because
time.
metal was starting to die in America. Pantera was one of the few metal bands that excelled during that time.
Right.
When the grunge music came in,
Oh yeah.
Pantera got bigger and bigger and bigger.
Right.
And Ozfest. Those two things in the 90s, in my opinion,
Yep.
are what kept America going metal-wise.
Well,
Any type of metal at all at that point.
Anytime.
oh yeah.
I love my hair metal from the 80s, but the fact of the matter is you guys wore that shit way too long and did way too many of the same songs. So many groups towards the end of that.
Yeah.
Junkyard, there's a lot of groups that
a lot
never
of
got
that's
the shot that
labels.
they should have.
Yeah,
They
that
were way
was the
better
labels.
musically and without all that bullshit.
The labels assign something, it'll become successful, and then the other labels saw it, and then they like, we need one of those, we need a Poison, we need a Van
Yeah.
Halen. But what I tell people is trendsetters don't follow trends, they set them.
Yep.
Right.
And the problem is, you know, like when Van Halen came out, like people like Kiss and Black Oak, Arkansas wore spandex before David Lee Roth in the early 70s, but everybody forgets about that.
Right.
Once he put it on, all of the
Oh,
other
yeah,
bands
yeah,
put it on.
Right. Everybody
And
else
after a
does
while, it just became redundant, you know?
Right.
You gotta be careful when you
I'm
follow
sorry.
trends.
So yeah, it's like, dude, I don't want to see a male camel ever again. Get out of here.
Right?
You guys are,
But,
you guys
but
are
you know, the chicks that I go back then, I get that, you know, but, and look, a lot of us joined bands because we knew the chicks like guys
Oh,
in
yeah.
bands. But there's a lot more life than chicks, I'm sorry, but mostly the music is what's got to matter, at least to me. When I look back, I want to make great music. I love the chicks, it's awesome. But I want to make music and have the respect of my peers, people that I admire. I'd like to have their respect more than any groupie. And groupies are cool. Groupies kept a lot of bands afloat.
oh
I
yeah.
have nothing bad to say about groupies, but if you only get into it for that, it's kind of sad.
Yeah.
So music's art. It's the language of the soul.
When you're young, it's not a bad thing to have that as a big part of your reason. Because I think a lot of kids that started picking up stuff 14, 15, like, man, I'm going to get me a girl.
Oh yeah.
The ones that figured it out and really loved playing it, I mean, they went the
Well,
other
yeah,
shit
I think you can tell why someone's in a band, and you can tell why a band is together. You can tell a band is together just to play and
Make a little money.
make a little bit, and it's all about the music. They look like they're there to work. The band that goes on stage for me, if I go see a band and they're really struggling with it and everything's real, real serious. You can tell they're not having fun.
Right.
That's not fun for me.
Right. As a fan,
When
it's
you
not
see,
fun.
when I see a band and they're jumping around on stage and they're all over the place, they're bumping into each
Having
other,
fun.
having a good time.
Right.
That's what I want to see. I want to see the love of your music.
Interaction with the people you're making
Right.
with.
And as
Because
a
if you're having
fan,
fun as a band, it's out there. Everyone's gonna know.
and it's all about the fans. The fans are the ones who spend the money. But a lot of people forget that when you're in a band, and I don't care what kind of genre of music, you're in the service industry. You serve your fans; they don't serve you. And if you have that flipped around, then I think you're kind of messed up because they pay their money to come see you in concert. They buy your records or your posters or your T-shirts or whatever. You should always treat them like gold, or at least, like I said earlier, some people you have a bad day.
Or
That-
like if there's a crowd of a couple thousand people and you can, I mean, I can understand when
Yeah.
you're not going to stop to go into a crowd of 1,000 people because of the fact that if you don't get everybody, those couple people
Right.
you miss, whether it's your fault or not, are going to talk trash about you for the rest of their lives,
Right.
you know?
Oh, he just walked right
I
by.
love
But
it.
at least do the best you can.
He wouldn't sign an autograph for my crippled kid.
At least do the best you can for your fans. Be sincere. You know, because they make you. It doesn't matter who you are. Without your fans, you got nothing. So I've never liked the term rock star. Because a rock star is almost like the term psychic. Both terms imply that somebody has some kind of power. I'm an entertainer. I'm not a rock star. I have no desire to be a rock star. I want to entertain people, make them happy, have a good time doing it. I love making music. That's where it's like a gift in my life that I get to make music. The most important people are the faces in the audience. It's not about me being cool and all that,
They know
whatever.
you're fake too.
They know.
No fake.
Well,
Fans know. We all know. We're all fans.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so we'll play. We'll do a double shot of Save Madness. We'll play would walk and break the law. By that road.
Right on.
By that road. Little place
That's
in
an
Tampa.
old version that came out in 1990. Well, we recorded it in '99.
Right.
Breaking the Law. It came out in 2000 on Scaring the World album.
Yeah. We'll do that. And then we'll be back. I know these guys probably want to sing right away.
We're at Rosati's Pizza, people,
Yeah,
40,
Rosati's.
41 East Thomas Road, Phoenix.
Yeah.
Get down here. Actually, CJ, the general manager, said anybody comes down here and mentions the show, it'll be 25%.
Right.
Great place, great food, great people. Yep.
That's,
Here we go.
smells great.
Yeah. She has, see
Blabbermouth?
that blabbermouth that says Vinnie Paul died of a heart attack.
Oh, right.
Actually,
died in
yeah,
his
he
sleep.
did die in his
Yeah,
sleep.
that's
Well, that was what I finally heard. They hadn't confirmed, now they're confirming that part, I guess, but. I mean, I was glad to hear at least that, because we weren't sure, because he was
Yeah,
just on the
nobody
show
knew.
Wednesday or
Yeah.
Thursday night
Nobody was
with
saying
Tantric, and all of a sudden I heard that the next morning. It's like,
Oh,
what?
so you guys went to the Market Theater?
No, it was
No,
in
it's
Beauty Bar.
What?
Beauty Bar, Tantric, Thursday night.
Thursday night.
Yeah.
And Puddle of Mud?
No, Tantric and a couple local bands, Bad Little
Oh, really?
Bad Sister, and
I thought Tantric also played with Puddle of
they
Mud.
just did play a week or two ago down there.
Oh,
Yeah.
No. They played Friday
Or was it after that? Oh,
It was
Thursday.
Friday.
Thursday they played Beauty Bar, Friday night they played with Puddle and Mud down like
Oh, okay.
Missouri or something.
I'm gonna steal one of your cards, huh? Man, I wish I would have brought a cigar.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it says he's gonna be there buried between his mom and Vinny.
Oh, yeah.
No, done. Yeah. I figured that.
Well, I didn't know, he's got a girl or something, sometimes they get lucky and want to bury who they want.
Are you guys done using this table? Did you guys use this table? I don't know that we use When you got like 5 minutes, you can keep on with
Well, it's gonna take us a little bit to grab it. All these things I had at least 16 people.
I told them it's gonna come back again afterwards. Whole party tonight since the last night.
Oh, you got it?
No, well, I really
Sorry about the road.
Yeah, that was weird. Yeah, I had a stroke, I
I tell Josh that all the time. You need to appreciate your time. When it's going to be the last time.
guess.
But dude, I remember when I was young, I remember my grandma and grandpa would be sitting around the table smoking and having coffee.
And eating and.
They'd be going through the paper every day.
Looking through the obituary.
They go, oh, there goes another. We don't have too many friends left. And it's like, I'm waiting
You
when
only
I get
get
that
the
old.
warm
And
time.
oh, I only got like 4 friends left.
Go to the bank, get your
It's a
money.
sad part of life, but it's part of life.
Yeah.
As long
I
as
think you
let
get it
people
in spurts after, I mean, actually, I think it happens probably most people sometimes. By the time you're 20, you go through that maybe once or twice. And also it's like mid-30s, late 30s, get a couple
It
people.
gets worse the older you get.
And 45, 47, man, they're dropping like flies. But I knew a bunch of stupid
Yeah, but
people.
we were always partying back then. I mean, you can't do meth for years and years and years. Your heart will explode.
Dude, I'm surprised mine didn't.
You know what I'm surprised about is the song that we did, Metal to the Death and Beyond. We recorded that in 2012. And if I look at how many of those guys are dead now, and all those bands that we named in that song, they all have somebody dead.
If you guys think I'm spazzing now, man, you should have seen me in the tweaker. Whoa,
Yeah.
fucking scared, dude. Holy shit.
I knew you.
Probably. Yeah,
We
probably.
were you.
Yeah.
I knew you.
I stayed up for years, man.
Yeah.
Years. I've been trying to get that sleep back. Never gonna happen. That's one of my favorite things to do now, though. Even with all the shows and the stuff we get to do now, man, I really enjoy my freaking sleep now. It's like, man, I won't leave my pillow. I love you.
My old drummer when I was talking about from Cypress Warfare, he just passed away a couple of months ago. And he'd been doing meth ever since way back then.
It never stopped.
He never stopped, and then he had heart problems, and then he just went full tilt. He's out of there. Yeah, sad.
I've seen that stuff eat up more people than.
Absolutely.
The only thing, actually though, I will say one thing, I do believe the prescriptions are even worse than that shit. Because, I mean, my doctor
They are,
said.
because every
my
doctor just
said
hands them out.
It's from my doctor, and then it's like, okay, so your pill says you can have 1 of these a day. He gave you a 30-day supply, but he gave you 120 of them. Wait a second. That makes no damn sense to me. And then you wonder why they're getting hooked on.
Well, and when I grew up, if you went to a doctor and you said, I'm depressed slightly, he would have gave you the name of the therapist to go see and talk to.
Dude, that'd
Now they
be
go
the man
straight
they
to the
love.
pills.
Oh, yeah.
Straight to the pills. You say you're depressed, it's like, here, try this. Let me know how it works for you.
It could
Right.
cause suicidal
I'm
thoughts.
depressed now, and it says that the
Anal
side
leakage
effect
is
is
the
I
new
might
one.
want to
Oh,
commit
wait a
suicide.
Oily
Maybe I shouldn't
anal
take
leakage.
this.
Yeah, that's it.
You know?
That's like they'll okay a hard-on pill or a hair-growing pill with no FDA testing or nothing like that, and then they start with the anal leakage and all the side effects. It's like, dude, if I got all that, I don't need a hard-on. Nobody wants to be
Why do
with
you
me.
renal discharge?
If I would have had no leakers to have air, I think I'll just.
That's the name of the
I'm
song.
ready, man. I'll figure it out.
I'm sorry, but if I have blistering on my testicles, then it's time to stop taking this pill.
And I'm not saying maybe a little portion of the population that doesn't help, but 90% of it, it's just because you don't want to try and
Oh,
they're
yeah,
telling you, oh, now you got ADHD, you got whatever it may be, you're this, and this. And you have to take this pill, but then you need this one to boost the other pill up.
Right.
But you know what's amazing is
Cock goiters.
My 82-year-old dad says he takes 30 pills a day.
Wow.
Why does any 82-year-old have to take 30 pills a day?
Because they kept putting him on the last
Yeah, I know.
25
One
years, more
counteracts
and
the
more
other,
and more.
yeah.
And then you have a
That one.
symptom and they give you that to take care of the
The guy
symptom.
can barely walk,
by the
he's
medicine.
got to take
And
30
then
pills.
right.
Yeah,
Come on.
and then it just starts to get a cocktail rolling and then.
Oh yeah, it's a vicious cycle.
It
like-
is.
Well, you see some of these things on TV. It's like, oh, this may cause this, suicidal
Right.
thoughts. I'm like, why am I going to take that?
Right. I think I'll just have the itchy, skin.
I'd rather scratch.
Yeah, right.
We used to hear the nurses saying, oh, well, he's prescribed this, and this. But this pill does this, one, and this one. So
Right.
why is he on these ones? So I didn't have to pick them up.
Another thing, the commercial with the cartoons.
So you
Tell
can
your
take-
doctor you need to, what is it, did my doctor go to school for about 10 years to tell me what I need? Why the hell am I telling him
You're
anything?
exactly right.
Oh, yeah.
When we grew up, they were not allowed to advertise medication on TV.
Not like the
And
globe.
these ambulance chasing lawyers were not allowed to have ads on
Oh,
TV.
yeah.
Right.
That's all you see now.
That's all you see now.
Yeah. Need a reg, get a check.
Right.
But you're not supposed to go to your doctor and say, I saw this drug on TV, do you think it's good for me? You're
That makes
supposed to
no
go to your
sense.
doctor and tell him your symptoms,
Right.
and he's supposed to know what he's dealing you out, and he's supposed to have knowledge and say, this pill, works very well with what you have or whatever. He's supposed to suggest to you. You're not supposed to.
You're not supposed to tell
That line in there that says, go ask your doctor if this is good.
And you know what happens when you do that? This is tendon surgery right here. This is what, look, I'm stuck in a permanent, yes, let's do this. But yeah, the only thing I couldn't do with this was this with my middle finger. And I didn't tell him, man, I'm telling you right now, if I'd have been telling him to give me other stuff, I don't know if I'd have any hands left. It was-
My nephew, and I actually witnessed this. He went to his doctor.
Oh, yeah.
He's kind of fucked up, but he's on this medication that's supposed to make him better. Not hear voices, not hear all kinds of stuff. He was doing his own research. He said, okay, well, I could take just enough of this to get me how I want to feel and not hurt myself. He was telling his doctor, I need this dosage because you're not giving me. And the doctor's like, okay. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. You're letting the patient tell you how much. of
Especially
drug
the one
he
having all the
needs?
problems he was having.
I said, this kid's fucked up and you're letting him tell you what he wants?
Some
Have you writing it
doctors,
down?
some
We've heard it.
doctors
Give me a
get
break.
kickback from what they prescribe.
Right.
And that
Whether
means
it's
all
stop.
backdoor golf trips or
That needs to
vacations.
stop.
Prescription for 30 days. costs
Because
$900.
that makes it a money
Pass
issue.
around.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's it,
yeah.
too.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Just.
And you know what? If they kill off 1 million of us, so what?
They don't care because
They've got, I don't know how many people on these drugs, and a certain percentage of them die from them, and they handle the lawsuits.
And they always-
And then they put out new drugs, and they're continually rolling in piles of cash.
They put
So
in
they
a-
don't care if you die.
I believe what the formula kind of is like around 20% of whatever big pill they're going to be, new miracle drugs going to make all that money. They figure 20% minimum is going to come back on a class action lawsuit within the next 2 to 3 years. But by then they've made billions of dollars off of it. They stretch the court cases out for years and
Right.
years and years, and then the lawyer ends up with every damn dime anyway.
That's right.
It's a horrible damn
But it
system.
is good for the furniture business. Because you get the anal seepage and you
It's got your new couch. Yeah, really.
No way to discharge.
no way to discharge us.
Yeah, and you know, there's no more customers.
Hey, they all finished
No,
their
gonna
food,
be
though.
left.
Nobody left before they finished their food, so we didn't do nothing to that.
Oh, let's on the next guy coming up is DJ Sound out of Canada. So he'll be taking over after we're done.
What's up, hey?
So,
What do you say? How do you say that Canadian stuff?
How's it going, eh?
Hey.
What are you talking
Hoser,
about?
hoser. The only thing I know Canadian is strange brew, bro.
My mother was born in Prince Edward
Yeah.
Island, and I can have dual citizenship if I want it.
Nice.
I haven't pursued it, but I can have it because her family, you know, if it's your kids or whatever, they can have dual citizenship.
Oh.
Yeah. I've never been to Canada. I'd like to go just because my mom used to talk about it a lot. And
I've
I'd like
sailed
to
by
see
there a
some
few
of it.
times, going through Straits of Puget Sound, going in there, going into Seattle, coming in and out of there, then around Stevens Island, going up through the inside patches to Ketchikan and
Cool.
all the way up there.
I'd love to
It's
take the
beautiful.
band there and play some
It's
shows.
beautiful up there.
Yeah,
Never hit the land. I mean, I hit St. Petersburg,
yeah.
but that's actually considered Alaska, not Canada.
One of my favorite cartoons is a Canadian cartoon. It's called Forget About It. And it's F-U-G-G-E-T about it. And it's about a mob family that's in witness protection in Saskatchewan, Regina.
Isn't that one of them Adult Swim things or
It's
something?
only got like 3 seasons, but I love that show. I've watched every episode probably 10 times each. And it's just funny. You know, it's just stupid. Like this guy's a total. He used to be a capo with the mob, so he was like this really badass dude. Now he's trying to be normal in Canada. You know, it's just weird. Can we add something on the musical front real quick?
Yeah.
Sure, yes,
Yes.
by all means.
One of the things that is extremely important to me personally, and I won't speak for these guys, but if you're out there and you're listening to this, please do one thing. If you have certain bands that you love, like we all have our favorite bands, whether in the underground or in the big time, even if you're not a person who likes to go out and buy CDs, please buy the CDs of those bands. Actually buy the physical copies.
Yes.
Because what a lot of people don't understand is why you're getting your free music or cheap music online, the bands are dying off. And if the bands die off, the labels die off, and then the live venues die off, everything dies off. If music can't make money, it can't survive.
And that doesn't mean studios or the
Well, studios die
Spotify and
too.
all that.
Oh, yeah.
If everybody is recording in their house, studios die.
Right.
Everything dies. Eventually, what are you going to have? And ask yourself, in the last 5 years, who are the big new upcoming bands where they have songs that you really remember?
They're making a difference. It's something new or
When we
something
grew
that's
up,
just.
there were hit songs. I was asking someone this the other day, maybe at rehearsal. I said, okay, there's tons of bands playing in Arizona. Tell me which ones have local hit songs. And nobody could answer anything.
Right.
They all have bands they like, but they don't even know what their songs are about. Now, how can music survive then? I mean, if you want a nice car, you go buy a car. If you want a certain T-shirt, you go to the clothing store, you buy it. If you don't buy these bands' products, they're going to die off. They're going to get discouraged. They're going to break up, and one by one, they're all going to die off.
That's one of our biggest
If you really
points
love
on our
metal,
show.
put your money where your mouth is.
That's one of our biggest things. We try to explain to everybody, look, man, just even if you do pay $5 to go to this show, like I said, a lot of these guys are paying them $100 to be here. You got to rehearse a couple times that week. Y'all got to get there. You got to get your damn equipment up there. You ain't making nothing by the time that show is
It ain't
over.
free.
Nothing at all. We try to tell them, look, man, you guys coming up. Just because you go see somebody at 3 free shows, man, don't mean they owe you a damn free sticker, a T-shirt, or a CD, man. That's the only way you guys can make money.
It's a business.
Honestly.
It's a
Right.
product.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's like internet radio. Internet radio is not free.
No, it's not.
It's free for your listeners.
It's hard as hell to make money on, too.
I pay, we pay about $250 a month just in licensing fees,
Right.
just so we can play your music.
Yeah.
I mean, that way, every time we play your music, portion of that goes to, BMI,
ASCAP, all that.
ASCAP, all that stuff, so that way you guys get paid.
Your tenth of a penny after however many, and then
That's why
guys are greedy.
for my shows, I'll play more local music. He'll play more local music on his thing, so that way it gets you guys out there a lot more. And you guys get your airtime.
We play local music from other countries,
And we're good.
and all over.
That's cool.
I got bands from Ireland, from Brazil. I think there's one from Amsterdam.
Yep.
From all over. I mean, Italy. I got a guy right now saying, "Hey man, if I can you can find some work, I'll work for free. Just let me stay in the U.S. because the music scene here is better than it is in Italy."
Man, when you get a mail order,
No, I'm not. No, actually, it was the guy who was talking hard. No.
Mail order DJs.
I didn't say
No,
what
no, no,
sex it
no.
was, man. I mean, you can do it the other way. I'm assuming it's literally the other way.
We ain't judging.
I will say this about the station that I help run. We do like to cater a lot to the independent artists. Not all of our DJs like metal and rock and everything, but that's why we have the independent program is open to everybody. And so and we do try to do that. We get thank yous and everything else like that, and that's cool. We do it because we love the music, we love the industry, we want to keep it alive. We ask for donations. We have a donation button on our page and everything to help us run everything. Everything is coming all out of pocket. And running this business is
You're
rough.
the same as we are.
It's rough.
You do that
we're trying
because
to
you
get
love it.
Yeah.
So you guys are actually talented, not just talk a lot of shit real loud.
That's the only way that we're actually staying out. Is people like the shit we talk. So, and places like Rosati's
Rosati's
and
there.
Red Rock Tattoo and Apparel in Vegas.
Sahara Lounge.
Sahara Lounge. They give us the opportunity
That's
to
cool.
put something together that not only does it help their business and we're bringing people in, it helps us. It gives us a place to do this in.
More places to
I would
get them
love
booked
to have
at.
my own studio. Sit in a studio instead of having to come in a place like this.
I don't know. This is kind of more
I like the
interesting.
remote.
I've done it the other way.
Right.
This is kind of fun.
I like doing this. I like doing this like as a special. People come in. I had a guy when you guys walked outside. Who's that band you guys are talking about? So you're saying that that's from here. He goes, "Oh, that's cool." I said, "Yeah, they're on Facebook and everything else."
Yeah.
Here's my card. Here's our website.
We all help each other.
Oh yeah, exactly. Everybody that that I've talked to and that I try to talk to, and other people that I try to come in contact with, is I'm not just pushing my radio station. I'm pushing bands. I'm pushing everybody else. It's like this is what I can bring for you. If you want to be a part of that, it's great. You want me to do something special on there? If I'm asking you, I'll do it for free. If you ask me to do it, I'm gonna have to charge you a little bit. I gotta get a little bit of something.
Now, we've done some
We didn't
6, 8
say
hour
anything.
benefits for free.
Right.
man.
Oh yeah.
I'm not doing
We
that
didn't
stuff.
say anything about we just say, oh, can we do a show here? We have some people that are here. Do you mind if we do it here? His brother works here, and the owner was really cool.
That's
and
awesome.
He goes, yeah. He goes, you know what? Whatever you guys want to eat, drink, or whatever, we'll comp it. Just give us a shout out.
Isn't that cool?
And we've been shouting them out all day. And these guys,
Rosati's kicks ass and not just great
and
free food.
They
It's
got
good
great
food.
food.
Yeah.
And they even said, hey, you come down here and you
And it's right up the street from my house.
Yeah, there you go.
That was
really
awesome.
cool. Oh yeah. But anyway, I'm kind of running over a little bit on time, but
Thank you,
you
Sam.
guys for coming in.
Thanks for having us.
And great meeting you guys.
Yeah,
for
definitely.
so long and everything. It's always good to meet face to face a band that you've pushed for so many years that have been. We're like 5 hours away from each other. We just never crossed paths.
And plus, you were used to seeing mostly pictures in face paint.
Right.
So
Right. Exactly.
people get really shocked sometimes when they meet us. Yeah, you actually look better with face paint.
Yeah, I said, I actually thought you were.
All I gotta
actually
say to that is
Yeah.
Ace Freely approved that one to you, brother.
There you go. Anyway, my final song is going to be Hammerfall. It's been really great. Thank you to The Scorched, Chris and Josh.
Hammerfall just played here with Flotsam and Jetsam.
Really?
Flotsam and Jetson's gonna be in Vegas next week.
Oh, yeah. Again.
Yeah, that's
They
right.
played there lately, a lot lately.
Well, it's
I
close.
think they're trying to get back Craig as a drummer.
I think so. They're trying to. Craig Nelson.
Yeah, we know. We know Craig.
He's a good ass dude.
Craig.
We did a bunch of shows with them when he was in it.
Yeah.
They played on all our gear.
Oh yeah.
We provided the whole backline. It
Next
was all
Saturday.
singing out in this backline.
Next
Nice.
Saturday, the 7th, Tempe Tavern.
Yeah.
They have a show.
Yeah.
His birthday. You people need to go buy him a beer.
Yeah.
Or buy him a beer. You gotta buy him a
Yeah,
show.
buy me a
Buy
beer.
you and he'll take a beer.
Goals.
He can buy him
Goals,
2 beers and what do you want, a beer?
No, I'm fine. It's not my birthday.
Bring
Well,
weed.
you know, but.
I only
Bring
drink on my
Bring
birthday.
weed.
Oh, okay.
I'll bring his.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
a
that's
big
good.
bowl. Anytime you have a bowl and
Yeah.
you want to share, I'm always down for
All
that.
We
right.
like weed.
He'll even smoke it out of a turtle.
Hey, well, come on over, come over to the room, we gotta talk.
But it's been a blast, and thank you so much. It's been a real good show. We had a little bit of a rough start getting here on time because we're actually staying at a timeshare place. We're in the middle of that, and I'm like, okay, well, we gotta go. Bye. He laughed. My brother stayed there. I was like,
Thank you, CJ, General Manager
Yeah,
of
CJ.
Rosati's Pizzeria,
CJ, General
4041 East Thomas Road, people.
yeah.
Good ass. This is like the best
It's really
pizza.
great.
Top 3 in the last 10 years. I've
Everything's
made
good. The
anywhere.
wings are good. The onion rings are good. Everything's fine. All kinds of stuff. Really good stuff. Mushrooms and
Plus, they got a bunch of bitchin' ass Chicago stuff in here too.
yeah, they do. Definitely Chicago pizza place.
I like it.
Yeah. it's really good. Yeah. Thanks to you guys.
Thank you for having us.
Very much.
Hopefully,
Appreciate it very
Hopefully we
much.
get something going on and we have you guys up in Vegas. And
I would love that.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
I just rattled off that freaking roster, bro. That'd be a sick show.
Yeah, it would be a really sick show.
Awesome show.
Yeah, it would be really good.
Cool. Let us know.
Yeah.
All right, so just taking you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you for tuning in, guys. Thanks for listening, and it's been great. You know, like I always say, there's only 3 things that are really important. That's to live, love, and laugh.
And I always say F you, man, so whatever.
Live, love, and laugh, and fuck you
No,
too.
it's for you, man. Come on, you know what
Okay, I'm sorry. For you here. This one's
Unless
for
I
you.
don't like you.
Yeah, that's true. All right. Take it easy, everybody. We'll see you next time right here on RevolutionRadio2.com. And up next is DJ Sam with his Canadian style of music. So follow that one.
Dude,
fucker.
start off with some Rush, bro. Come on.
Yep.
All right.
Take off.
Take it easy. Later.
If you guys want to come over there, I mean, you don't have to be ready to say. I don't know how far. You said you don't live far from here.
Well, I live right up the street.
You guys know that.
He lives up north. Sid lives in Tempe.
There.
This is 5 minutes outside.
Can you hear me?
And we do have beer.
All right.
And
Yeah,
they're
that's
a mile
good.
away from ASU.
Yeah. You guys don't take off, you don't take a picture.
We'll go.
4 minutes. Yeah, just let me pass off to him real quick.
Yeah, no problem. I ain't no rush.
So how did the meeting go? Yeah, it's kind of a little pissy when everybody else is bitching about numbers and shit. And
Yeah, I actually like this
7
one.
people are
Sitting up here, sitting in a restaurant like this.
all the videos that
It's
turn
like
in.
that stupid carpool karaoke.
Yeah.
I actually would love to
That's
swing that
bad.
over in a carpool
Probably
karaoke.
anybody who's texting it too.
Karaoke, you know, that's
Oh, yeah.
gonna be a stretch.
Yeah.
Didn't they used to have a taxi cab game
Oh, yeah.
show?
Yeah, cash
you're
cab.
like one season or something.
Yeah, we just ask you trivia questions.
I wonder about, actually, I've ever been, I never
That's all you
tried.
gotta do.
Yeah.
person.
Numbers will come.
My brain is full of pictures of
If you did badly, they just drop you off wherever, right when you screwed up.
Yeah, oh,
They say
were
get out
kicked
of here.
the car.
Yeah,
Don't
they
lie
kick
to
you
you
out.
and say, oh, I'm losing maybe
So
not.
A to know the answer.
Yeah.
Because if there was,
So you got a
Well, I'm
free
not
ride up
saying
till
you
that
weren't.
point.
Right.
Is that where you want to
You
be?
got a bucks are kicked out tomorrow.
right, oh yeah, well there's, yeah, I get that.
I don't know what the hell we're watching. It's not back
Water.
I know, I got
Oh,
you.
maybe it is. Yeah, maybe that's
Yeah, it's just the other
water
people there that don't have the excuse. It's like, okay, well, I'd rather play canasta than listen to it.
stuff. I guess. Guess we made the big move.
2 minutes.
1 minute, 2 days on the phone. I was in the chair on the phone.
That would be pretty cool.
Yeah, it would.
Listen.
I'd rather I do that jump out of the weather. At a mile and a half or whatever.
Oh, yeah. Probably, but
Yeah,
I
that was
couldn't
my,
work up
that was
there
my
to do
scary
it.
death.
Yeah. I actually made myself do it. I'd probably like it at the end, but it's just doing it.
Yeah,
'Cause it's so contrary to primitive. Yeah.
I'm sure you are eating it more.
Yep. It's like a primal thing not to fall off of something.
That's what I keep trying to explain to everybody. Look, at the cellular level, your cells are screaming to survive. They're directing your brain to do anything they can to survive. But at the cellular level,
Yep.
it'll take it to the last second possible. You can kill a whale lately, it's flowing like a freaking blood.
Oh, I saw a video. Somebody was at like a intersection and then the lava flow was going real
Like
fast.
a river.
It was going like 80 miles an hour. And people were going up pretty close to it.
And what I'd like to know is, Hawaii's claiming all the new land we made. Yeah, right, dude.
I guess
Property
not.
laws, and maybe it's different there, but normal property laws, those people, whatever's being developed out in the water too.
Mhm.
I'll be interested to see if they fight for it. Not that it'll be available for
Yeah, it's just gonna be.
still, some family would like to own.
Oh, yeah, I sent that to you in an email.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bunch of government.
Yeah, you
You
should.
didn't stop it, did you? Ruined all my stuff,
Yeah,
so why
right.
do you get to blame it? Wow.
That's crazy.
That would be weird. I would have never made it through that overhang. Never.
I got home, I'll send it again.
There's
I'll hit you now.
used to go up to resort sitting in the mountains, big maggie. And in the springs, there's a lot of falls to pick up. We could my dad and I go on these big portage trips on canoes and out rivers with local guides, I pick up a parasite. We didn't know I had this parasite. No, reared its ugly head 20 years later.
Mhm.
But we took river trips in the country, screaming parrots and monkeys and everything else. And portage, and then go behind waterfalls and the caverns. And it was so cool.
See, look at that. How would they do
Nah,
that?
you have to have amazing core strength for that too.
Yeah.
That's all core training. Even the little fingers are core trained, Toes of steel. Mine would just snap off with my, Yeah, pretty cool. Yeah, cool. It's bullshit there.
I bet that's visitor Mrs. Rosati, huh? That picture.
Maybe.
Because there's a few pictures that come all.
I've never even looked at these pictures.
It's probably the
I really
founder,
haven't.
you know, that's my guess.
Yeah.
And whole family shots,
Yeah.
yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Because they've been around a long time.
I've never looked at these pictures,
Isn't that funny?
and I've been here for such a long time.
Yeah.
That's what happens, you just
I
see them
think
out
I'm
of the
too
side of
used
your
to it.
eye, and
Yeah.
you don't see them anymore.
I didn't even realize I hadn't looked at the pictures.
He wants to take pictures first.
My God, it's
Way too many cords. Yeah, wires all.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, so that's-
Oh, it's fun. Yeah, it was very fun. I had a good weekend. I went and met you guys Friday night, hung up posters. Last night, I went to Kenny Chesney, and he was at the baseball stadium. And my old buddy's his lead guitar player, so we had VIP or everything. We had to go backstage on the tour bus, and there was about 50,000. This guy plays only stadiums, Kenny Chesney.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway, I knew this kid all the way back when he was 11 years old. And now he's this lead guitar player. Yeah. And then we came and did this. And so I feel like I need a long nap.
Oh,
¿Quieres que nos metamos aquí a comer? No, no. Tortillas.
¿Ah?
No queremos ir al bueno.
We're still recording.
Is it really?